There's something romantic about waking up in the mountains. The air is crisp, the fire is still warm, and the world feels like it's just for us. A wooden cabin creaks gently in the wind, a quiet moment in a wild place. Outside, Jasper is waking up too. Elks and deer wander through the burned ashes, graceful against the backdrop of charred earth and rising green. It's a powerful reminder that life always finds a way. Mountain goat balance like ghosts on the cliffs, and the Rockies stretch endless around us. Ancient, untamed, and impossibly beautiful. But this beauty comes with scars. In 2024, wildfire tore through Jasper Forest. Trails closed, lives were shaken, and the land was scarred. But Jasper didn't break. Today, green returns where flame once roared, and the community still carries on. Quietly, fiercely, Jasper strong. We take the Icefield Parkway, one of the most stunning drives on earth, not just passing by but compelled to stop. Peter Lake, shaped like a wolf's head, its brilliant turquoise color formed by glacial rock flour. Bow Lake, still and reflective, one of the largest lakes in Banff, fed by the mighty Bow Glacier. Then deeper into Jasper, we stop at Pyramid Lake, named for its towering Pyramid Mountain that watches over it, a mirror of silence in winter. And finally, Maligne Lake, famous for its surreal color, and Spirit Island, a sacred place and one of the most photographed spots in Canada. The silence here feels scared, and as we make our way back to Calgary, the journey lingers like the scent of pine in the coats. The Rockies stays with you, in the lakes, the trail, and in the quiet courage of a town that rose from the smoke. This is Jasper, wilder than ever, Jasper strong.
Always on a high, you were always on my mind, dear Wichita. The days we were told would never grow old here in Wichita.
Welcome to the city of Jasper. Elk crossing, beautiful mountain range, shopping, cafe, and rails. This is the beautiful, iconic city of Jasper down here in Calgary, one of the most beautiful places to explore. And here we are in a city that used to be the heart of Calgary, with all the export of raw materials and goods, now trying to recover from one of the worst wildfire Canada's ever seen. Driving around here, it's devastating to see the impact of the wildfire here in Jasper, and the city still haven't recovered. The pain is fresh, the sadness, the air feels heavy with the smoke and the dust. But that doesn't stop the city of Jasper from rebuilding. You can see the CN crossing behind me. You can see the burnt out mountains above me. And you can see the construction materials and construction equipment in front of me, rebuilding the mall, the shopping center of Jasper. Today I'm gonna go over there and show you guys what is left of Jasper after the catastrophic wildfire. And we're gonna look for somewhere to eat. We're staying in a wonderful hotel, about 40 miles from the downtown of Jasper, because there's not a lot of hotels option here. So we had to hike down to get to that hotel. Right now it is 8:14 and it's super bright for 8:14. A fun fact is Jasper is the only city in the world that has preserved dark lighting, meaning that in the night you see the sky. There's absolutely no distraction that would obstruct your view of the sky, and that's the only city in the world that doesn't have any sky pollution, which is pretty interesting. But here we go. Let's go walk around the downtown here of Jasper and check it out. See what old downtown Jasper has to offer. It's fairly new to the city. This is my first visit. We're gonna check out a lot of different places in Jasper. So hopefully you stay tuned, follow along. Let me know in the comments below if there's a place that we should check out or missed. But looking forward to exploring Jasper in the next 7 to 8 hours tomorrow before we head back to Calgary. We should probably use the sidewalk. I like that the Via Rail train is right over there. You can actually take this train all across Canada. It takes you all the way to Vancouver and then back into Union Station, which is a pretty cool journey. It's kind of expensive though, I must say. And they only function 2 days of the week. I believe it's like Tuesday and Saturday. So you do want to plan ahead if you're going to use the Via Rail. Couple shopping stores here. We have the Mountain Ear. Come get all your fancy socks and garments. I like the vibes there. This is a nice place called the Fiddle River Restaurant. You can hear the music there. And we have some different food over here. It's pretty cool. Looks like we have some mussels, some seafood. Interesting. So this is just the main strip where you can find all the cool stuff here downtown Jasper. And that's the Rocky Mountain. And you can actually see the sky deck where you can see all the great sceneries along the way. And I think we're getting towards the end of the line here for shops. So gonna admit that Jasper doesn't have any shopping place. There's so many, as you can see. Cassio's, an Italian restaurant if you're into Italian food or looking for Italian food here in Jasper. And everywhere around Banff, Jasper, we always run into a good old black bear, or it could be a grizzly bear. It's all over the city, both living and dead. Let's go check out the sign over there and settle on a place to grab some dinner and get some snacks for tomorrow's road trip. Right, one of the most unique stuff that you probably don't find anywhere else is this archway, colorful archway that has all different colors. I'm sure it lights up and looks nice in the night, but it's a unique and exclusive Jasper. The only thing I would say is that the view here in Jasper, like the backdrop everywhere you go, is spectacular. I guess if you're taking in mountain air over there, you can come off and you can explore and shop here. That's why the shopping center is right next to the rail. But yeah, some great ideas if you're taking that. But let's go ahead and we're gonna hop around a little bit more until we settle on a place to eat, and then we'll get back into the traveling vibes. All right, so we stumble into this sign here. We welcome you. This is a secret place. The powerful spirit of the mountain has drawn Indigenous people here since the time immemorial. That's pretty cool. I think it's like a memorial of the Aboriginal folks here in Jasper, Alexis Nakota Sufi Nation. So I guess that's the tribe here in Jasper. Yeah, so you have some images here of reflection of the Aboriginal folks that inherited the land here originally. This is the Jasper house and all the little details here about the Aboriginal folks. And then you have this epic bald eagle or epic eagle above the cloud or above the earth, I guess. And then you have this really cool painting below, which I'm sure signifies something, but you know, you guys can tell me in the comment below. And this actually is like the center of this area here, and there's more history here about the First Nation folks for Jasper. And I found this image kind of interesting. Here you have the moon, I guess the fox, And then you have this beautiful painting here. Lots to see here in Jasper. Most of it is on this main street. But yeah, I think this is super exciting stuff. Definitely love seeing the elks around. They're everywhere. And this is the beautiful Parks Canada sign of Jasper Park. Pretty cool. Lots of cool souvenir here in good old Jasper. We have the black bear, which you really don't want to run into, and all kind of fun stuff here. So if you are visiting, support local shops. Locally made, all this stuff is locally made.
Yeah, those soaps are locally made.
Soaps
with
are locally made?
magnesium oil and roll-on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What is
they are
these?
very good for
I like the maple
These
earrings.
are also locally made, and if you see back, you will find the name of that stone and the purpose.
Oh, okay.
We also have some good candles which are made in Canada. There in that cases.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. A lot of cool stuff. You got all the souvenirs you'll find everywhere else. But this is new. I've seen these before. And then we have the candles. These are all locally made here in Jasper. It's pretty cool.
Watching the stars and the city lights. Right from the start, said we never grow apart, dear Wichita. You wanted me to know, never ever let you go, dear Wichita. Surrounded by colors, it's such a sight. Watching all the lovers fall into the night.
Alright, here we are at the Mountain Lodge Overlander cabin. Pretty awesome cabin. Lots of character. And it does include bed and breakfast. Breakfast is fantastic. And we're going to show you what the view here looks like. It is fantastic. Oh, you're there. Sorry. I was just getting lost in this beauty. Here we are at the Mountain Lodge, or the Overlander Mountain Lodge. I can't tell. I am hypnotized by this epic scenery behind me. This is the beautiful Jasper Mountain. I don't know what the names are. There's like a million of these mountains with these epic backdrop. This lodge here has the best view of the Jasper Mountains. And if that mountain doesn't really make the cut for you, there's still hundreds other mountains to choose for. Right now it's about 7 in the morning and the sun is rising over this side here, and you can see the beautiful sunset or sunrise hitting the mountain, warming up the forest, waking up the wildlife, the nocturnal life that we've been hunting all night. Maybe it's time for them to get some rest. But here we are in this awesome, so fantastic lodge. Highly recommend. We had a really nice bed, had a nice view. I was here last night about 11 in the night, and looking up, you see unobstructed view of the stars. No northern lights, but you get a clear, unobstructed view of all the stars and everything that's floating out there. Whatever you believe in, you get to see that clearly, more beautiful than ever. So we are about to leave this city here, Overlander City in Jasper. We're going to head down to Pyramid Lake and then head down to Maligne Lake, which is highly recommended over here, and then back to Banff, and then good old Calgary and head home. We have a visitor here at the lodge. I'm gonna ask her what she thinks about the stay here. So, hi, you were staying here. What was your opinion of this lodge?
I love this lodge.
What do you like about this lodge?
The view is incredible. The sunrise over the mountains is just indescribable. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And the food is good, the people are super nice. The room is really cozy, really nice, comfortable. The staff were super helpful, recommending things. Yeah, it was just phenomenal. Every part, like anywhere you turn, there's just like a different view of something that you need to see and something that you want to do, and a lot of relaxing areas to unwind.
What is it that shocked you when you came into Jasper?
The forest fires, that part was pretty bad. Like just seeing all the trees that were dead and all the land that was scorched and damaged. And there were like animals around that, you know, just foraging for food, and that was really sad.
Right, heard it not from me but from another visitor here from this channel. You've seen this visitor invade my video a lot of times. As you can see, it's not just popular with me but everyone here. The beauty here is the people, the landscape, the environment and nature that you're around. It's just awesome. It's one of those places that you definitely want to check off your bucket list, and I'll talk about this a little bit more as we travel around Jasper. The wildfire here destroyed the city. On that note, we are going to venture off now to the other adventures here in Jasper. Or let me end the video here at the lodge to show you what you can experience here. You got me sipping a nice cup of coffee within this gazebo overlooking this mountain. How can Canada get beautiful than this? I mean, everywhere you turn, Canada just surprises you. Alright, we got a lot to see, a lot to do, and we will see you on the next adventure. Alright, this is our little cute room, and I have a little map of the, hopefully you can see that, the Overlander Mountain Lodge. The room is even more cozy. As you enter the room, you're greeted by this, I want to say 10-foot window. So as you come through the entrance, and forgive the little mess here, we're packing up to leave. You have a little table over here. There's a closet here, spacious for all your winter gears and winter gadgets. There's a bathroom there. Not much to offer in the bathroom side. 2 nightstands, few beautiful lamps, and these photographs in the room is stunning. I guess that's the advantage here of living in this cute, beautiful city. You get a nice little photograph there of one of the many lakes here in Jasper, and then a nice, really cute photograph there above the bed headboard. You get 4 very comfortable pillows. Wish I could take this with me. And then a really, really comfortable bed. It's a really and truly, this view is priceless. Sleeping on this bed, watching that window, watching through that window, seeing all that landscape and seeing all of that nature outside is really remarkable, and really the reason why we chose this lodge here. The only disadvantage is the lodge is about 40 or 50 kilometers from the city of Jasper. So if you do need to buy stuff, it's about a 50-kilometer drive to get to the city of Jasper. As you saw yesterday, there's some stores there, gas station, all that stuff that you could get to, but it's a you do want to make sure you pack everything so when you get to the lodge you don't have to leave. Like I said, the staff is awesome. The view is spectacular. 10 out of 10. With a little caveat there, make sure you stop in the tongue of Jasper. Get all your water and amenities that you need before you get here. That way you don't have to go back into the tongue. We made that mistake and we had to go back in tongue twice. Come along. Let me know if I missed anything. If there's something you suggest that I explore. When you see this video, it's probably going to be too late. But next time in Jasper, let me know. We'll add that to the bucket list if we come back here again. Until next, let's keep chugging along. Again, leave a comment below. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos. We'll see you wherever nature
Some of the little cute chalets or wood cabin that you can rent if you have a larger family here at the Overlander Mountain Lodge. And you can see some folks are already here.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
But yeah, this is a pretty cool place to bring family, friends, and just rent one of these houses and just explore Jasper. Right, here we are in the middle of Jasper Lake. I'm actually in the middle of that lake, and this is a phenomenon that I've never experienced before. There's so many things I want to tell you about where I'm at right now, but let's take a moment to point out the obvious. We have a beautiful mountain summit with its snow-covered peaks there. Over there we have some more mountain summit with snow-covered peaks, and then we're surrounded here 360 degrees with the mountain summits with snow-covered peaks. All of those mountain summits with snow-covered peaks drains into this lake here. This is the Lake of Jasper. One thing I want to say is I'm in the middle of the lake. I don't know if you guys understand what that means, that here on another time the water would be about 10 feet tall and flowing, because it's all the water from the mountain that would come down here. And one thing to point out is that you will notice a lot of wildlife crossings. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. There will be fishes here, there will be life, there will be different things in the lake here, and right now it's just barren land, completely empty. What a crazy sight. This is something incredible to see. Let me steal some sand, take some sand back to Toronto. Good old Jasper Lake.
Always on a high, you were always
Good old Pyramid Lake. Here we are after driving 40 kilometers from Overlander mountain range. We have the Pyramid Lake here, and this is quite of a hike actually. You have to go down some really windy roads to get down here to Pyramid Lake. First opinion, it is super clean, the roads are well maintained, and you have lots of lodges here. So if you want to come here to like overnight, there's some lodges that you can rent and book. I would say that this area here is notorious for grizzly bears and bears in general. Overlooking this Pyramid Lake, there's a lot of bears and wildlife in there, so just be cautious of that. But look at this stunning beauty. But look at the beauty around us here. You have these epic postcard sceneries on the background, and then you have this lake here that's half frozen, and it actually overlooks all this beautiful mountains around us. So I'm gonna try not to slip into this ice sheet, but it's actually, look at this guys, it's actually frozen, so you can see all the way to the bottom. So it's frozen, but it's clear, which gives you that unique perspective where you can see all the way down to the bottom, like looking into an ice cube. There's some construction up there, so you can see some new lodges are getting built. I would say this is one of the most popular place to be here in Jasper. If you're looking for like jet skis and you're looking for coming out here on the water, this water here is pretty big. As you can see, Jasper Lake is drained. I guess there was some drought. There's absolutely nothing there on Jasper Lake. I can hear the ice cracking. It's just a very, very eerie feeling. I must say there's not a lot of place here for like food. So there's a couple small places there where you can get some snacks and maybe some food to eat. But yeah, this is Pyramid Lake. Never in my life I thought I would fall in love with Pyramid Lake. We've been here for about an hour, and wow, look at this. Look at this. This is speechless. I really hope that more folks in Canada, especially the folks that live out there in Toronto and the high-rise and stuff, can invest in coming out here. Pyramid Lake, Athabasca River, Jasper City, Jasper Lake, Maligne Lake. Come and see the thousands of lakes that Canada has to offer. These lakes are pristine, they're gorgeous. You can sit here and just contemplate life, contemplate the beauty around us. I am just lost for words. This is our second day here in Calgary. We've already experienced Calgary and downtown Calgary and all that fun stuff. Yesterday, if you're following along, we went through Banff and experienced Banff and all the fun stuff to do in Banff. And now we're here in Jasper City. We're closing off the leg here in Jasper City, and along the route, Trans-Canada Highway, Highway 16, you get these epic views of Canada. Wow, I am impressed. Appreciate Canada a lot more. I had an incredible time in Jasper City. Met some amazing, friendly Canadians. Everyone is always interested to talk to you. So what a experience. So the trip continues. Let's get out of Pyramid Lake. We're gonna head over to Maligne Lake and see what Maligne Lake has to offer. Can it top Pyramid Lake? Look at this. Will Maligne Lake be better than Pyramid Lake? The competition continues, but the sightseeing is just remarkable. So peaceful, so quiet. You can literally hear the ice shaking and defrosting. And what a place to be, eh? Wow, pretty incredible. All right, we're gonna head out of Pyramid Lake, and Maligne Lake is our next stop. Hopefully you enjoy this section of the video. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, leave a comment below. I'm happy to entertain or listen to your 5 things when visiting Jasper and Banff. Everyone is going to be unique, but these are my lists. We'll see you on the next video.
This town is on its knees, you know, guidance overseas, I'm telling you. Oh, it's more to this than what you see. You know, this town's got the best of me.
Saying goodbye to Jasper is gonna be difficult, but while we're at our very last stop here at Maligne Lake, fun fact, Maligne Lake spans 28 kilometers from end to end and 96 meters deep. This is the largest lake within the Canadian Rockies and the deepest in Alberta. Also, if you have good eyes and you can see all the way behind me, there is Spirit Island. It's peeping out, and if you come here in the summer, you can actually take the boat over there at the boathouse and hop over to Spirit Island. It's a Indigenous island with a lot of spiritual meaning behind it. But yeah, this is Jasper. We saved the best for the last. This is Maligne Lake, a place that you must visit. Goodbye, Jasper. One of the things that I wanted to mention here on this final video here in Jasper City is I've shown you some of the most spectacular places in Jasper, but driving around Jasper the last day, this is April 20th, 2025. If you're watching this video, Jasper is completely destroyed. The wildfire in 2024 has destroyed the entire community here in Jasper, destroyed wildlife here in Jasper, and the economy here in Jasper. If you're watching this video and you can help, I encourage people to come visit Jasper, help the economy rebuild, help the folks here that works in the little restaurants and shops and support them to rebuild Jasper. You've seen in this video how torn and destroyed Jasper is. Thousands of acres destroyed by the fire, fallen trees, destruction. We saw reindeer scavenging on scorched earth, trying to find food when there's nothing there. It's all burnt. We saw elks on the streets because the forest is all burned, so they're closer to the road trying to get food. Many bear extinct from the fire. When you talk to folks here, they'll tell you. I was talking to one of the young lady at the Overlander Mountain Lodge. She had to drive 23 hours to evacuate out of Jasper. Completely destroyed housing, families, lost everything in the wildfire. It's so important that when you're out here, you use proper disposal. Reduce any barbecue and anything that will start a fire here. This is a really treasure we have here. Now in 2025, a lot of it is burnt away. The glacier melted and revealed this landscape to us, and nature planted vegetation on that landscape, and wildfire was spurred on. But now with our destruction, our combustion engine, our exorbitant demand on oil, it's burned down this entire community, and most of the outer areas of Jasper is completely burnt. I hope you take a moment to look at the video and see the destruction that the wildfires had. It's heartbreaking. Talking to the folks here, it's devastating. There's nothing here in terms of employment. Tourism is the only driver of the economy. I really pray for Jasper to grow again. Jasper has surprised me, and what an incredible place to be. I really hope everyone here feels the same way while watching this video, and I really hope that if you can help come open a business here, open a resort, help the community, help with employment, and bring Jasper to life. Jasper is strong, Jasper is powerful, Jasper is beautiful, Jasper is everything. I don't know if anyone in the government is watching this video, whether it's the Prime Minister, Mayor of Jasper. As a person that loves nature, heartbreaking, and we need to rebuild Jasper. We need to clear these dead trees and start planting back new life here in Jasper. We need to start a foundation to regrow Jasper. This is a land that I truly appreciate. One day I'll call this a home for me. I would love to come here and own a little cabin and keep the forest growing. But let's start something. Let's make a change. Let's start removing these dead trees, and let's get some volunteer school kids, whatever the case may be, to start replanting this area with life. And until you remove all these dead trees and clear the land new and plant it back with new trees, this will stay here for generations. So let's do something. Mayor of Jasper, Prime Minister of Canada, government officials, is a good investment. This is our air that we breathe, comes from right here. The lumber comes from right here. We have all these trees we can repurpose. There's a lot of coal we can use here. But I'm sure there's something we can do to get Jasper growing again. I am going to take a rock here. I'm going to take this rock here from Jasper, take it back to Toronto to remind me of this wonderful trip. And I'm going to take this piece of wood here from Jasper to remind me of how it's destroyed here in this wildfire. Alright, so the trip continues. We'll go on our way back to Banff, and yeah, very sad.
And just like that, our time in Jasper comes to a close. A place that humbled us with its strength and moved us with its stillness. From snow-dusted peaks to silent lakes, wildlife in the ashes, and a sky that always feels a little brighter here. Jasper leaves its mark. But the road calls us forward, and the adventure isn't over. Next stop, Montreal, where old world charm meets French flair, and our Canadian story takes a new turn. To make sure you're subscribed, because the best is still yet to come, leave a comment and let us know how did you enjoy this trip through Canadian Rockies. We'll see you on the next video.